Hello, what's up, and welcome back to another interview at the Future Blockchain Summit, Day 4. I'm Adel, the host, and today we have Goeun, also known as Jackie, who is the go-to-market manager at FutureSense. And Jackie, you are sitting in on behalf of Damian, who is the CEO of FutureSense. So tell me your story.
Um,
Let's just get straight into it.
okay, so right now I am supporting FutureSense as the go-to-market manager. Some of us were selected through a very selective program to help Korean blockchain startups exhibit in Dubai and in CES. And so basically I'm here to help them expand into the UAE. I'll explain a bit more about our service. So you can
Sure. So I love the name FutureSense. So many organizations are using the word future, like Future Blockchain Summit. I wonder what is the story behind that, or what is it that they're doing?
So FutureSense is a food traceability platform built on Ethereum. So basically what we do is we connect farmers, manufacturers, and distributors in one streamline of data so that we can either connect their ERPs through API or we could provide the whole thing as a SaaS. And so we provide, in terms of business models, we're providing SaaS and also API. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. For the audience, we're going to keep things without any abbreviation. So what do you mean by ERPs?
Enterprise resource platforms.
Okay, yes, got you.
Yeah.
So you're doing track and tracing of the food supply. Is that correct?
Yes.
So before the food hits your plate, it's being tracked and traced all the way from the farmer. Is that correct?
Yes, from the farm to the table.
Wow. How do you do that?
So there are 6 key events when you do food traceability, and there's different types of data that has to be collected depending on the event. And so basically farmers, manufacturers, and also distributors are 3 entities that have to work together in order to comply to food trade law, like US FDA law, which something will be in effect in 2026 in the States. And so
Interesting. Is that only in the U.S. or also in Korea?
that's in the States, but because a lot of countries import and export to the United States, they have to comply to US FDA. So the Korean FDA is also following this law to comply.
By FDA, you mean Food and Drug Administration?
Yes, I do.
God, so much. So I'm curious, does this transparency, will this lead to more healthy foods, do you think, or will it still stay the same?
It will definitely lead to more healthy foods, but in terms of safety, it will be a big improvement because right now consumers really don't know what's going on their tables. They can only see where it's actually from, but there's no data in the whole food supply chain. And so our end product would be if you scan a QR on a product, you can see from which farm, which manufacturer, and which distributor the food was processed through. And so it's secure.
Can we also track and trace if the cow was fed with grains versus grass?
You can, because the first part of the food supply chain where the farmers input the data, most of that is actually done through like Excel. It's manual, and so it's prone to fraud and mistakes. So what we do is we use a mobile interface so they can enter into applications like the type of crop, what they're feeding, the livestock, and stuff like that. And so it's all traceable.
That's what I really want to hear, because that's something I think we're getting into a movement where the people in general, public, are starting to get more conscious and conscientious about what they're putting in their stomach.
Yes.
Because it used to be the concept, you are what you eat, but now it's you are what you ate. What the cow ate, what the thing that you consumed before you put it in your stomach. And I know this because time and time again, I'm seeing more individuals posting on their Instagram the ingredients of what's in their foods. And there needs to be a more track and trace transparency protocol to say, hey, I'm eating whole foods, like 2 ingredients, 3 ingredients. Bread used to be just 3 ingredients, flour, I forgot the others, yeast, and something else. But now, if you look at the ingredients of white bread, there's so many chemicals, so many things in there, and it's just not healthy.
That is so true. Genetically modified foods, right? Also, especially after COVID, the US FDA reinforced their compliance regulations more because, we see more global pandemics. We will see them more in the future. A lot of that has to do with the livestock and the stuff we're eating. And so traceability, transparency is super important. And especially in the UAE, 90% of the food here is imported globally. And so food traceability is super important for the customs and trade here. So
Food is medicine.
it is medicine, yeah.
I'll definitely be following the space and the company. So For the audience who are watching, what's the best place for them to find out more information about FutureSense?
So, well, we'll be around in UAE because we find that Dubai and the rest of the UAE is a great market. And also, stationed in Korea, but you can find us through our website and also our LinkedIn.
What is the website?
I will have to get back to you on
just
that.
to make sure.
It's on the business card. You can
Okay, right here. The website is, does it say? Oh yeah, futuresense.co.kr. Got it. Awesome. So thank you so much for your time, Jackie. I appreciate it.
It was a great interview.
Thank you so much for watching. Hope you found this insightful. We'll leave all the links in the description. Do check out Jackie's profile. Thank you again, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye. Let's go.